Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? It's your boy Devo, some motivational, back with another day trading spy recap. Real quick, as always, I want to say thank you all for all the likes, the comments, the subscribes. Thank you, everybody who's sticking with me through the journey. This is just the beginning. Day by day, we're getting better, and I hope you guys as well. And I really appreciate every single one of y'all, okay? And let's get straight into it. So, today we have a pretty good one 3-3 on the day, three winners on the day, three trades on the day, and we're feeling pretty freaking good. Okay, we made back yesterday's loss. We made back yesterday's loss, and this put us positive on the week, right? And that's why we're a little frustrated. It's a good day, but we're a little frustrated because we lost 120 bucks, made 120 bucks. This was, I believe, Monday. Yesterday, we were up 36 bucks. Well, yesterday we lost 135 bucks, and then we made 178 bucks, something like that. And then we were up 36 bucks on the day. And then we lost another 170 on two contracts, but the trade took so long. Please, guys, if you go back onto yesterday's video, you'll see what trade I took. It was the trade where I had got in right here because it was a 1 minute gap. Swept out this. It was a 1 minute gap, and I wanted it to come back down and break these equal lows. Right? It came all the way down. And I was up over 150 bucks right here, and then my stop loss was up here. I got in right around here, and I wanted it like that. Came all the way up above me. Boom, was playing around. Boom, was playing around. And it was playing around a lot around my stop loss. Wick and wick. And then when it finally broke it solid, that's when it stopped me out, right? And that trade took so long that my contract actually started expiring a little bit. And I believe that's why the loss was bigger than what it initially would have been, okay? So that was minus 170 something bucks. So that put me down 142 bucks on the week. So today I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna be patient. If I see the setup, I'm gonna take that setup. I'm not gonna be worried about the loss that I took yesterday. I'm not gonna be immobilized by me losing money. I'm just gonna take my trade setup and I'm gonna feel good about it. I'm gonna take my trade setup. If I see my setup, and I'm gonna target my equal lows or target my equal highs. I'm gonna target my liquidity, and we're gonna win back that money. Not revenge trading, but we are coming in just ready to follow the process and make it all back, right? And then some, right? That's what we did. So today, what did we see? Well, we said, okay, we gapped down right here. Okay, so first trade was on the Qs. So let me go to the Qs. My first trade was on the Qs. I was like, okay, well, we have all these dead equal lows down here, right? So I was like, if the market wants to trend downwards, I want to see us break this right here, because this is where we had our high, low, equal, basically equal high, and then we started off right around here. So I was like, if we break this low down here and we're trending down and we break this low, give a pullback to a fair value gap, I'm in to target this 544.60 area, right? What did we do? We didn't break it. We actually started trending up, and we started trending upwards, right? We ran through basically this gap right here, and I was like, okay, perfect. Now we have equal highs up here, relative equal highs, and then we have a high all the way up here, but this is not the one that I actually got all the way to. I got out right around this candle up here because I did not actually see it pumping up all the way up here for these, but I wanted to target these equal highs. So what did I see? 5 minute broke up, gave a pullback, and I got in on my 1 minute. So we broke up heavy, big old candle, perfect. Give me my fair value gap, came back down, got in at my fair value gap right around here. Two contracts, played around, came back down a little bit past me, and then my stop loss was down here at this last higher low because we had a high, lower high, higher low, and sorry about that, a low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then we kept turning upwards for higher highs and higher lows. So I got in right here for this fair value gap, played around a little bit, then boom, started staircasing up, boom, 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 all the way up. And let me check my P&L. Let me check my P&L. And I left some money on the table on the SPY, and that I don't like that because that would have been an extra about 50 bucks, and that was a little, I mean, just a little frustrating. But I mean, it was a winning trade, and I made back my money and then some on the week. But it's just like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? But okay, so That first trade, I made 74 bucks, targeted all the way up here, and it broke all of it. Boom, 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 and right around here, because I was in my 5 minute, right around the 5 minute, right around here, started to struggle, started to wick down. I took profits up here, and that was up 74 bucks. If I would have held it, of course, that would have been a way bigger winner, but up 74 bucks, right? Next, I went to the SPY. I was like, okay, I know SPY has some hot, and oh my goodness, this could have been a lot more money. Now I'm mad. So I got out. I was waiting right here, right? Because it broke it. But I was like, if it's breaking this high, it should fly past it, right? Like give a big candle up. And it was starting to wick down, wick down. I was holding it off and then it started to wick all the way back down into this range. And I took profit down here. And up here, I was up over 50, 60 bucks more. And now it's breaking past it. And it's giving a wick again. But if it break, it's about to fly up. And that's a little frustrating. Because we didn't want it to wick our take profit and then turn around because it is at all-time highs. But it wicked it, and it was a pretty nice wick. And now it's breaking up and it's wicking again. But honestly, it might break these wicks, and it might end up flying up towards the 620 level. It could fly up towards the 620 level. Okay, so what was our second trade? Okay. So that was our yesterday's trade. I was like, wait, I didn't take shorts today. So our second trade, what was it? Let me see actually, because I don't even know where my second trade was. My second trade was plus 63 bucks. Oh, yeah, right here. So we broke up. We created an equal high again. Came back down because this was right after my QQQ. I knew we had highs up here. So we took out the highs on QQQ. So I was like, okay, let me see what SPY's doing. Let me see if we took out those highs over there. We came up, actually created equal high, came back down, pulled into a fair value gap that broke structure because we have a low, high, lower high. No, low, higher, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Got in at this fair value gap. With my profit up here. Got in right here, and I had my swing down here. So then pulled into this gap, then boom, 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 broke all the way through. I was on my 5 minute. And when we broke all the way through, I believe I called my trade right around here, right? When we broke through, I called my trade right around here. That was up 63 bucks, right? Then, like right after I got out, boom, big flush red candle. And I was a little worried, well, not worried, but I was like, okay, is that a candle to the downside, right? Is that a candle to the downside? Or is this a 5 minute gap getting ran into, right? And that's all it was a 5 minute candle getting ran into. We had buyers buy it all the way back up, push back down, and I was like, perfect. So we touched this gap, right? 5 minute gap, a 1 minute low gap. Bought it all the way back up. We had a gap down here, came all the way back into this gap, got in right here, another 3 contracts. 3 contracts right here. Boom. Right here. And I was targeting these highs. And what did we do? What did we do, my good people? Man, I wish I would have been able to get all these profits. Because again, that would have been about 60 bucks more. That's where it's a little like, ugh. But okay, so this is where we had our third trade. We pulled back. All right, so we had this big run up, huge flush down into the 5 minute and 1 minute gap. Came back up, created an equal high towards these all-time highs. Came back down, filled this gap up here. I got in right here, 3 contracts targeting these highs. Played around a while, played around a lot. I was in my 5 minute. Why did it play around so much? It played around so much because, and had huge resistance because these are all-time highs. So it was a big resistance, and it was getting wicked down, wicked down, wicked down, and it finally broke all the way up. And I was waiting. My contracts were up to 515, and I was waiting because I was thinking the candle was just gonna flush all the way through, but no, it got wicked all the way down, and I didn't want it to turn around, and I called my trade right around the end of this week, and that was only sold it for like 464, so that was a $69 profit. But if I would have waited and it came all the way up here, but I mean, hindsight is 2020, right? I mean, it could have wicked this all-time high, then turned around and swept out because this was a range that it created, and it could sweep these all-time highs, then come all the way back down and sweep these lows and end up cleaning up all of this, right? So hindsight is 2020, but this is something it could do. So I ended up taking my profit, $69. I would have been up over 100 and about $20 just on this, just on being all the way up here. But that's all right. And so that was up $69, $63, and then $74. So we made back yesterday's winner. I mean, yesterday's loser of $142, and today we were 3-3 on the day. So now we're up $64 on the week, and we're feeling good. Why are we feeling so good? Well, one, we had 3 winners on the day, but 2, because I know I can trade. I just gotta stop making silly mistakes. I gotta be more patient sometimes, and I just gotta keep capitalizing because I'm doing good, right? I'm doing good on it, and I know I can get these good entry points, and I know how to target, and I got my strategy pretty much down to a T. Supply and demand, wait for the trend, and target liquidity, right? And it's working. It's doing really good, but sometimes I gotta be more patient. Sometimes I gotta not let my emotions get the best of me. And again, just be more patient, keep looking, and make sure I'm getting good entry points. Make sure that every trade I'm taking is a high quality trade, okay? And then also why I'm feeling good is because I lost $120 on Monday, made that $120 right back the next in about an hour. Yesterday I lost $135, then I made $170, right? And then I lost $170 again, right? And then today I come back and I make that whole loss back because I was up 100. I was up $36 yesterday, and then I lost that 170 yesterday. So then that put me minus 142 on the week. Then I come back today, and I make that loss 142 back, and then I make an extra $64. So it's showing that I know how to trade, but I need to stop making silly mistakes. Like I should have been more patient on yesterday's trade. Whenever right here, I still feel like this was a good trade, but I don't have a 5-minute demand, right? All of this is wicked. On the 1 minute, it did pull up into a gap up here, and we did have these equal lows. So I mean, it's still like convincing, but a high quality setup is if we would have had that 5-minute supply area up here as well as a 1 minute, and then it would have had it taken it down. But we got in pretty much at the reversal because we got in up here and it broke down. It looked like it was going to go our way, and then it fell all the way back up and came up and created a setup for today, right? And so we're still feeling good. Like we're feeling good. Really good setups, really good capitalizing. We just got to keep tuning in on our entries, keep tuning in on our strengths, keep back testing, keep studying our losses, and just keep getting better. And so yeah, I'm looking at this loss yesterday of $178, minus 65% of my contract. But my stop loss was not that wide, right? I got in right around here. My stop loss was up here. Target was down here. My stop loss was not that wide. When it actually stopped me out up here, the contracts were just kind of expiring in price because it was about 1 o'clock. I had the trade in since 10:25, so the contracts just started kind of expiring. So that's why the loss was that big. So if the price would have reacted faster, the loss would not have been that big, okay? But, things happen, and it did. And so feeling good. Let's go over some data we had come out today. Why did we have a pump? I think we had the pump today because we had such a dump yesterday, so it's kind of like a little bit of relief, as well as the big beautiful bill. Whether like it or not, it's Trump's bill that's going to be giving a lot of tax cuts. It's going to be putting a lot of money into the markets, and that I don't believe it's been fully passed yet. And so whenever it does get passed, trust me, things will end up booming and taking off, and that's why we're at all-time highs and so pumped up, because we're projecting that it's going to get all the way past. And when it gets fully passed, I will feel like that good news will be a little bit of sell the news, buy the rumor. So buy the rumor, sell the news. I will believe it will sell the news a little bit, but then eventually in a couple months, the market will be booming and everything will be way higher than what we see it right now. That's what I believe, okay? Because again, that big beautiful bill, whether you like it or not, it will add a lot of money into the markets because of huge tax cuts on billionaires, millionaires, on the middle class and lower class. It will be cutting taxes, putting more money in our pocket, and more money in our pocket means more spending, right? In stocks and on these companies, and everything, and it will be boosting the market higher, right? So, um, yeah, and we're feeling really good. Again, we wish we would have called the trade up here because we don't like giving back over 40, almost $50. So the winner would have been way bigger, or not way bigger, but it would have been about $120, and I'd be up over $100 in the week already. But it's all right, up $70 on the day, or no, up $64 on the day, but 69 bucks on that trade. You guys know I like to round, so I'll say $65 on the day, and $70 in that trade. So we're still feeling good. We're ready for tomorrow. As you know, tomorrow will be like a Friday because Friday will be July 4th. And so the markets will be closed. So tomorrow will be like a Friday, and we will see what tomorrow is going to bring us. We're excited. We're feeling good, and we're ready to finish the week off strong. This will be last week. Remember, guys, we were break even these last 5 weeks. Break even, 200, 200, 300, and then last week we lost $41. So that is a good trend. Up $200, up $200, up $300, and then on the losing week I lose $41. That's a good trend, right? And now this week I'm up $64, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow's gonna be a green day. I believe it, I know it, and we will do it. Okay. Real quick, let's go over the economic news we have coming out. That we had come out today. So we had 30-year mortgage rate, mortgage applications, market index, refinance index, and all of it came out pretty much higher than previous. As we know, the housing market right now isn't the strongest. Challenger job cuts actually lower than the previous. Lower than previous, so that should be pretty good. Crude oil stocks change came in higher than previous and consensus. Gasoline stocks change came in higher than previous and consensus. Crude oil imports change came in higher than previous. Crude oil stocks change came in actually lower than previous. Fuel production change higher than previous. And more more oil stuff. These things pretty much came in. The gasoline production change came in lower than previous. Heating oil stocks change came in higher than previous. Refinery crude runs change came in lower than previous. And so I believe that is some good news that pumped the market. These are gasoline things, gas prices and gas changes, stocks changes, imports and stuff like that. And came out fairly good. Challenger job cuts came in lower than previous. So I believe that's pretty good for the market. So I believe there's a mixed factors of a lot of things that are pumping this market higher. But eventually this market will be way higher than what it is now. That's what I believe, okay? Tomorrow, let's see what data we have coming out tomorrow. And yesterday we had Fed Powell speaking. We actually forgot and we didn't even go over that. But he's been speaking like every week, honestly. It's like, stop speaking. But so tomorrow we will have a big one. Tomorrow will be a huge pump or a big dump day. So tomorrow we have non-farm payrolls. That is very important. Unemployment rate, that is very important. Average hourly earnings month on month, average hourly earnings year after year, very important. Balance of trade, very important. Exports, imports, very important. Initial jobless claims, participation rate, average weekly hours, continuing jobless claims, government payrolls. This is a lot of very, very important data tomorrow. It's basically the data that's coming out tomorrow is basically the data for showing the overall growth of the economy with job rates, unemployment rates, non-farm payroll showing how much money we're making and stuff like that versus spending, participation rate, weekly hours, if we are getting hours for our jobs, jobless claims, if people are being laid off or not. So tomorrow will be a big one. U6 unemployment rate, non-farm payroll is private. So tomorrow is going to be a very big day as well. As, oh my goodness, we have S&P Global Service PMI, factory orders month on month PMI, services PMI, services employment, services business activity, Fed Bostic speech, 15-year mortgage rate, 30-year mortgage rate, 8-week bill auction, 4-week bill auction. So tomorrow is going to be a huge day with data where we are going to see a big pump or we are going to see a big dump. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be a very busy one, and we're ready for it. We're ready to capitalize on any type of volatility. If the market wants to drop, we have some zones right here. We have these right here because these are basically kind of like equal lows, relative equal lows right here that we see, right? That if we don't take them out today, we will end up taking them out tomorrow. If we want to dump tomorrow, we will take these out tomorrow. Again, if we want to dump tomorrow, we will take these out tomorrow. As well as if we want to dump tomorrow, we probably will dump this out. I feel like we are still going to get a pullback in the market. Um, I still feel like we do need a pullback in the market, right? To touch this like gap right here, this gap right here, we might not touch it. We don't have to, but we do have like kind of like these fair value gaps on the trend up right in the daily. So I feel like we do have some room to fall towards the 610, 608 levels. I feel like we still have some room to fall a little bit, but right now the market is pumping, right? And we capitalized off of it. But if it wants to dump, we're going to capitalize that off as well, okay? So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to bore you guys and lead you on too long. I hope you guys are learning every day with me. I hope you guys are seeing how we're getting better every single day, how we're starting to pick up traction with winning trades, winning trades, winning trades. We're taking losers. We're getting losers, but we're starting to win. And these weeks are starting to be green weeks, green weeks, green weeks. Last week was minus 41 bucks. I'll take that because my winning weeks are bigger than that. You see, plus 200, plus 200, plus 300, minus 41 bucks. And then right now, I would be up a lot more. I'd be up over 100 bucks if I would have sold it up here. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I'm just showing you guys. I would have been up over 100 bucks on the week already if I would have sold my contracts a little earlier, right? If I didn't take them big losses, I'd be up some good money this week, okay? But we live, we learn. We took some losses. We made them back. And now we're up 64 bucks on the week. So that's still wiping out that losing week. You see what I'm saying? And so we're feeling good. We're getting better every single day, and I hope you guys as well, right? I love every single one of y'all sticking with me through the journey. And make sure you guys stay persistent, passionate. Make sure you get paid, all right? Peace.